How to conduct strategic quarterly business reviews as a trusted advisor. Properly preparing for and conducting strategic quarterly business reviews builds credibility and confidence in your clients, paving the way for additional service and solution sales. The type of client that you engage with will determine the potential for these additional sales built upon these quarterly business reviews. Technology strategic clients will see their investment or spend on technology as investments in their infrastructure that provide them a competitive advantage in their markets. Technology-dependent clients, on the other hand, while not quite as strategic in their view of their technology spend, their businesses are so dependent upon their technology that they are forced to invest in it to maintain it. Now, if we do our job right in seeking out our clients, we will seek technology strategic clients. We will accept technology dependent clients. And through our quarterly business review process, we will seek to transform our technology dependent clients into strategic clients. So how often should we conduct quarterly business reviews? Well, for a new client that we've just onboarded, we're going to want to visit them about once a month for the first quarter. These visits are going to primarily be focused on operational review. During the second quarter, we're going to visit those clients about every 60 days. And we're going to start deviating from an operational review focused business review towards more strategic discussions. Then by the third quarter, we're visiting our clients every quarter, where the predominant focus of our meeting is going to be on budgeting and infrastructure investments to help our clients achieve their business goals. So there's two phases when you're conducting your quarterly business reviews. The first phase is preparation, and the second phase is delivery. So what are we going to do to prepare for these quarterly business reviews? First of all, because we are still going to touch lightly on operational review during every quarterly business review, even though we are going to wean off of that in favor of more strategic discussion over time, we're going to want to prepare our PSA reporting, our RMM tool reporting, right? Documentation, trouble ticketing. We're going to look at trending and analysis so that when we sit down with our clients and deliver our quarterly business review, we're going to spend some time on operational review, letting the client know that we're taking care of the infrastructure, we're taking care of the user environment, we're quieting the noise. But then we're going to move on to client satisfaction discussions, as well as budget discussions. So we're going to identify opportunities for the client to budget for infrastructure improvements on a quarter-over-quarter basis. And the point of our quarterly business review is to help transform our dependent clients into strategic clients. Even if they're only able to budget $500 for the next quarter moving forward, we'll accept that, because over time we're conditioning them to invest in their infrastructure in order to achieve their business goals and improving their workflows, efficiencies, and productivity. Now, as we discussed a minute ago, the first quarter is going to be mostly operational review. We're going to introduce budget discussions. By the second quarter or so, we're going to accelerate our discussions around budgeting and road mapping, technology road mapping and improvements. And by the third quarter, each meeting revolves around budget discussions to help our clients really achieve their business goals. And what does that do for us? The result of this transformation equals filling your sales funnel. If you have an average of 20 clients that agree to invest $500 to $1,000 a quarter, and of course I'm certain that you'll be able to achieve much more with some of your clients, then that is going to keep filling your sales funnel quarter over quarter. Some QBR do's and don'ts. Do create a recurring schedule that your client can agree to keep on an ongoing basis. Always prepare properly and be on time for every one of your quarterly business review sessions. Develop a consistent agenda that you send your clients in advance just to let them know that these are the points that you'll be covering, and asking them if they would like to add additional items to cover during that agenda. Typically, meetings with agendas are better attended by your clients. Then transform your dependent clients over time into strategic clients, and then keep your discussions during these quarterly business reviews at a strategic level. The differentiator between you and your competitors is the strategic value that you bring to your client relationships. Now here are some don'ts. Don't miss or reschedule your QBRs unless it's absolutely necessary. Once you reschedule a QBR or miss an appointment, it's very hard to get back on your client's schedule. Don't spend too much time in the weeds. Don't get too granular. Again, you want to keep the conversation very strategic in order to get your client thinking about future improvements that'll help them reduce their risk, increase their profitability and efficiencies, and uptime. Don't perform service yourself on the day that you are conducting a quarterly business review. It's okay for you to have some of your staff come in and do some work on site, but it's very difficult to shake the perception of the break-fix provider when you just walked out of the server room or crawled out from under a desk and then dust yourself off and then try to have a strategic discussion with your clients. And don't leave without a budget commitment. Again, even if it's $500, $1,000 for the next quarter, if it goes unspent, have your client agree to keep it in escrow so you can build that amount towards a future solution or infrastructure improvement. Now, the folks that are going to perform the QBRs are going to be the account managers, the sales professionals, and or the business owner themselves. These are the folks that can hold these strategic discussions. We don't recommend sending an engineer out to have a quarterly business review with a client because of the tendency to focus too much on operational review and get into the weeds. Remember, this is a strategic discussion, and at the end of the day, you're transforming your dependent clients into strategic clients that are going to invest in their organizations from an infrastructure and service and solution perspective on a quarter-over-quarter basis.